Do you ever wonder why some people seem to attract money effortlessly, while others struggle their whole lives just to make ends meet? It's not always about how hard you work, how educated you are, or even how lucky you get. The truth is, it's your mindset, the invisible filter that shapes every financial decision you make. Right now, whether you're aware of it or not, you're operating from a money blueprint, deeply rooted beliefs that dictate your relationship with wealth. Some of these beliefs empower you. Others, they're silently sabotaging your success. But what if you could rewire the way you think about money and start thinking like a millionaire? In this video, we're diving deep into the millionaire mindset, debunking myths, exposing limiting beliefs, and revealing the hidden truths that separate the wealthy from the rest. If you're ready to change your financial future, it all starts here, with your mind. From childhood, we are taught how to save money, but rarely are we taught how to grow it. We hear phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, or, you have to work 9 to 5 your whole life to live comfortably. These aren't just sayings, they're psychological anchors. And if you've internalized them, they could be holding you back more than you realize. Millionaires don't just think differently, they think oppositely. Where most people see risk, they see opportunity. Where others hesitate, they act. And when most people avoid discomfort, millionaires lean into it, knowing that growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Take a moment and ask yourself, when you get paid, do you immediately think of spending it or investing it? Do you believe there's a limited amount of money in the world, or do you trust that money is abundant and always circulating, waiting to be claimed by those bold enough to pursue it? The millionaire mindset isn't about flashing luxury or chasing wealth for the sake of ego. It's about understanding that money is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. A tool that amplifies who you already are. If you're generous, more money lets you give more. If you're creative, more money allows you to build more. But if you fear money, resent it, or feel unworthy of it, you'll unconsciously push it away every time it tries to come close. And here's something most people won't tell you. Millionaires fail more than they succeed. But they learn to fail forward. They treat every setback as a stepping stone, not a sign to give up. Where others see defeat, they see data. They don't say, why me? They ask, what now? And, what can I learn from this? Your environment also matters. If you're surrounded by people who constantly complain about bills, hate their jobs, or believe wealth is unattainable, that energy will infect your mindset like a virus. But when you surround yourself, digitally or physically, with people who speak abundance, growth, and possibilities, your mental ceiling starts to rise. Another key shift, millionaires trade time for value, not just for money. While the average person thinks, how much can I make per hour? The wealthy think, how much value can I create that pays me even when I sleep? That's the difference between active income and passive income, between surviving and thriving. Let's talk fear, because it's one of the biggest blocks to a healthy money mindset. Fear of investing, fear of asking for a raise, fear of starting a side hustle, fear of failing publicly. But millionaire thinkers embrace fear as part of the process. They don't let it paralyze them, they use it as fuel. Because comfort never made anyone rich. Growth lives in the uncomfortable conversations, the tough decisions, and the daily habits that most people avoid. But what if you're thinking, I don't come from money, I've never had financial freedom, how can I possibly shift into this mindset? The answer is, you start where you are, with what you have. Millionaire thinking doesn't begin with your bank balance. It begins with belief. Belief that you are worthy of wealth, that you are capable of learning, that you don't have to repeat the past, that you can break generational patterns and build something bigger than yourself. Start by tracking every rupee, not from a place of fear, but from a place of clarity. Begin investing in your mind before your wallet. Books, mentors, content like this, these are the seeds that grow into wealth. And speak the language of abundance. Replace, I can't afford that, with, how can I afford that? Train your brain to look for answers, not excuses. And one more truth, millionaire thinking isn't about working harder, it's about thinking smarter. It's not about hoarding money, it's about flowing money. It's not about proving your worth through possessions, it's about building a life of purpose, freedom, and options. The truth is, we don't just learn about money, we absorb it. From the way our parents talked about bills, to how society glorifies the idea of being busy just to survive. Most people never pause to ask, what do I actually believe about money? And are those beliefs even mine? Or are they inherited fears disguised as facts? Millionaire thinking begins with one critical principle. Money is energy. It flows where attention goes. If you constantly focus on debt, scarcity, and fear, your energy aligns with exactly that. But when you start focusing on possibilities, opportunities, and value creation, your internal compass starts pointing toward abundance. Look at people who build wealth from nothing. The stories are everywhere. Self-made millionaires, entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, many of them had no silver spoon. What they did have was the ability to think differently. They made a decision not to inherit a poverty mindset, even if they were raised in it. Millionaire thinkers also ask better questions. While the average person says, "How can I cut costs?" the wealthy ask, "How can I expand income streams?" One mindset is defensive, the other is expansive. One contracts, the other grows. This simple shift changes how you see the world and how the world responds to you. There's a secret most people overlook. Your brain protects you from what it perceives as unsafe. So if deep down, you associate money with pain, family fights, betrayal, pressure, you'll self-sabotage without realizing it. That's why lottery winners often go broke in a few years. They didn't shift their identity. They got rich with a poor mindset, and eventually, the mind brings the bank account back into alignment with the belief system. Millionaire mindset isn't just a thought, it's a daily discipline. It's waking up and asking, what am I doing today that's getting me closer to financial freedom? It's analyzing your habits. Are you spending out of emotion or investing with intention? Are you trading time for survival or building systems that create wealth? And here's the hard truth. The millionaire mindset demands responsibility. No more blaming the government, your job, your family, or the economy. You have to own your financial story, past, present, and future. Even if you didn't write the beginning, you're still the author of what comes next. You must also understand the power of delayed gratification. Most people want pleasure now. They want the phone, the shoes, the car, because it feels rich. But true wealth is quiet. It's in the assets that appreciate over time. The stocks, the businesses, the books you read, the skills you master. It's not glamorous on day one, but years later, it's what gives you the luxury of time, choice, and peace. Let's not forget emotional intelligence. Millionaires regulate their emotions better than most. They don't let temporary setbacks create permanent decisions. They stay calm when the market crashes. They stay focused when a deal falls through, because their self-worth isn't tied to one outcome. It's rooted in long-term vision. Another powerful truth, millionaire thinkers understand that money is not the goal, it's the vehicle. They're not just chasing numbers, they're chasing freedom. The freedom to wake up without an alarm, to spend time with loved ones, to build something meaningful, to live on their own terms. That's the kind of life money can buy, if you're smart enough to use it as a tool instead of worshiping it as a trophy. Now here's where psychology goes even deeper. Your brain clings to familiarity. If you grew up in struggle, chaos, or constant scarcity, your nervous system might actually be addicted to financial stress. So when things finally start going well, you unconsciously create drama. That's why changing your money mindset is not just mental, it's neurological. You have to retrain your nervous system to feel safe with success, to feel peace without panic, to feel worthy without guilt. That's why journaling, visualization, and daily affirmations aren't just woo-woo trends, they're brain reprogramming tools. When used consistently, they help replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. When you say to yourself, every morning, I am worthy of wealth, money flows easily to me, or, I create value and receive abundance, you're not lying to yourself, you're building new neural pathways. Millionaires also understand the value of mentorship and networks. They pay to be in the right rooms. They invest in coaches, books, masterminds, because they know the fastest way to grow is to learn from those already doing it. Average minds say, that's expensive. Millionaire minds say, what's the return on investment? One sees cost, the other sees opportunity. Lastly, let's talk legacy. Real wealth isn't just about how much you can buy, it's about how much impact you can leave behind. Millionaire thinkers aren't just thinking about this month's paycheck, they're planning for the next generation. They think in decades, not days. They build structures that continue to grow even when they're gone. And that's a mindset shift most people never make.
Thanks for watching our video. If it inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your journey starts now, and we are here for every step.